Is there any version of Boots or Xander, because those are the top names at 154 right now? Is there any version that you've seen of either fighter that could beat the Fundora we saw against Thurman the other night?
The only way you beat FUNDORA is if he let you on the inside and you land a shot like Mendoza did. I think he's learned from that lesson, that loss, and he's now developed into a totally different fighter. He doesn't like getting hit anymore. But back in the day, FUNDORA would sit there and trade with you. He's not doing that. He's moving. He's very cerebral on the jab. I think he was really concerned with Keith's power, and he didn't want to taste that. So his game plan was different. I don't see, in my personal opinion, anyone beating the bully FUNDORA. Similar to Kanye West's album. I just don't see it. Not that I don't think it'll be easy for him, but that level of focus that he showed in that fight, he didn't let Keith get close to him. And Keith's one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah.
And he just didn't have an answer for the hype. And you look at FUNDORA's training camp, it's like a Marine style camp out there. Like they're not leaving anything to chance. Right. And he's not going to. Yeah. I think him and Virgil, I think it'll be a good fight, but even Virgil takes punches. Yeah. I like Virgil. I've met Virgil before. Good guy, nothing against him, but he's not in a rush.
Yeah. I think another issue with Virgil is his career just had so many roadblocks from that health issue that he was dealing with. That he was out for an extended time, and then now with this whole legal thing, he's gonna be out for more time. So
yeah, I just think that he should have took the Boots fight, because catching Boots now, except for when Boots has another belt, then Boots has leverage because he has 2 belts versus 1. So when he comes to the bargaining table, they're going to negotiate in favor of Boots. He's with Matchroom. He's with a bigger promoter that has a bigger reach. Not saying that Golden Boy doesn't have reach, but Golden Boy's reach is pretty much Southern California. Southern California, they do a couple shows in Texas. They do a couple shows in Chicago. But really, in Vegas, that's their lay, right? Boots can make it come to Philly.
Yeah.
I've seen him pack the stadium twice.
Yeah.
Like, people come out. So it's a lot of leverage. Eddie Hearn's not going to give you the leverage after 2 belts. So I figure only a best bet for him to get a 50-50 fight is against FUNDORA, but we both know that's not a 50-50 fight because of Virgil doesn't really possess a lot of head movement. Not saying anything about his style. He can punch. He hurt a fighter that I really grew up loving. That was on Bounce TV, started on Bounce, was Erickson Lubin. Yeah. So you had Erickson Lubin, you had a lot of those Florida boys that could punch. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like Erickson Lubin was killing everybody. I don't think he fought anybody with a losing record. Yeah. So the way Virgil made him look.
He had it tough. Yeah.
He had it tough. I've watched the sparring of Erickson Lubin, and I was just, this kid is different.
Yeah.
Signed by Mike Tyson early, he could have went to the Olympics and all that. But he did, his trajectory happened because he went pro. I don't see the same thing with FUNDORA versus Virgil. You got to get in there.
Yeah.
I think it's a good fight. I would want to see it, but FUNDORA just keeps leveling up. You should have caught him when you had a chance to catch him. Yeah. I don't see you catching him.
What I saw the other night, the thing that I took away the most wasn't even necessarily during the rounds, but after the round. When I see him walk to the corner, and he's not even breathing heavy.
He's learned to stay behind the stick. He's gotten better. Like, you got to catch these fighters when they have that when they're getting ready to take off, you got to catch them before they take off. Yeah. Every fight, like FUNDORA now believes in that style that he just showed because he want to fight against a veteran that nobody wanted to fight. Yeah. Keith Thurman had 1 loss before that to Manny Pacquiao. I just don't see anybody doing that. He was in supreme shape. When he walked out, I was like, oh, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I also look at certain things when I see fighters switch gloves. Keith Thurman was a rival guy his whole career. And we got in the ring, he wore Grant, so it was like, red flag.
What do you think that was? Why would he do that?
Maybe he got offered some money by Grant. You know, people, every sponsorship and you're in the main event, people pay money to put their logo on you. It happens in all walks of life, right?
But how would that affect the fight though when you're
I just noticed that like it'd be like if Michael Jordan came to the court wearing Reebok. You're like, what? You talking about this game 7, this game 8, this is for the title, and he come in wearing Iverson. You're like, what's going on? So for me, I'm not saying that was, that any way, shape, or form was Keith gonna lose the fight, but it was just like, hold on 1 second. That'd be like if Mayweather came to the ring and Everlast, and you'd be like, bro, you wear Grant every time you fight.
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
Right. Huh. I didn't even notice.
So you just pay attention. In boxing, everything's in the details.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman wore the same colors he usually wear, red, white, and blue. He wears the same shoes, red, white, and blue. Yeah. He has the same corner, red, white, and blue. But the one thing you don't have that's red, white, and blue is your gloves. And Keith Thurman is the one who really launched Rival into a brand. Like in America, like it was a Canadian brand. They have a store in Vegas. And I was like, huh? That'd be like if Benavidez got in a fight with Zurdo in May and wasn't wearing Rival. I'd be like, what's going on?